The final phase of the process is continuous improvement. This phase is all about working with your supplier and improving every aspect of the business, from production through to process and procedures, as well as building the overall relationship. One aspect of this phase is working with your supplier on key performance indicators, or KPIs. We can help you, the buyer, put in place a supplier performance management system based upon the KPIs such as on-time delivery, quality performance, development capability, or any other KPIs that are identified. Supplier development is another key step during this phase. Supplier development is the process of working with your supplier on a one-to-one basis to improve their performance for the benefit of your organization. This is something that Soffies can help you with simply by being on the ground in China. We can send engineers to audit processes, explaining what needs to be done to improve any situation and guide the factory along the way. Supplier development should lead to improvements in the total added value from that supplier in terms of product or services they are offering, business processes and performance, improvements in lead time and delivery, for example. The previous two steps of this phase would have included the creation of an action plan which outlines areas that could be improved upon. This next step is where those plans are realized and the corrective actions are implemented. A point to remember is that this is an ongoing process, not just a one-time activity. Think about plan, do, check, act as a continuous cycle, which is an area that we can work with, both you and the supplier, to ensure corrective actions are implemented, as well as being able to follow up throughout the entire process. Production management is all about operations and making everything run smoothly. In manufacturing operations, production management includes responsibility for product and process design, planning and control issues involving capacity and quality, as well as organization and supervision of the workforce. Trading company management covers process and procedure improvements. It is important to work with your supply partner, whether they are a final manufacturer or a trading company. The key thing is to build that relationship so that the improvements are beneficial to all parties. Specific training requirements is a step that not everyone will need. However, if there are any specific aspects of your product that call for dedicated training, you should work with your supplier partner to ensure all required training is carried out and those trained personnel are fully capable of completing the required tasks. Important point to remember here is to train more than one person, because if that one person that you've trained leaves the company, it could result in delays to production. Special requests. If you have any special requests or requirements, either with the current product being produced or with future new product development projects, it will now be easier to discuss these with your supplier, as you have been working with them to build up a solid foundation for a manufacturing partnership. Remember, the best suppliers are ones that are integrated into your business, as opposed to thinking of your suppliers as a them and us style relationship. All of the steps within the continuous improvement phase require time and effort, and a lot of those activities require you to be on the ground in China. This is where Soffies are able to step in and help, as we can work in conjunction with you and your suppliers and even act on your behalf. We can act as your Chinese office, as well as taking on the role of being some of your staff in China, therefore allowing regular visits and communication with key personnel at the factory without any time delays or the expense of you actually being in China. To find out more about how we can help you throughout the entire phase, in fact throughout the entire process, please contact us through the details below.